Right lads, welcome back to Typhoon Games. Today we're going to do a FIFA tier list of all the FIFAs in the last decade or so. In the tier list as well, it doesn't include FIFA 20, but I will include that at the end. I'll just talk about it a bit. And yeah, I haven't done too much FIFA videos in the past, but I kind of mainly did it like years ago or whatever. But yeah, we're just going to dive straight into it, and based on my personal opinion, I'm going to rank the FIFAs from God tier to Kepa tier, which pretty much means like it's shit. So yeah, it's this thing. But yeah, starting off with FIFA 17, I'd have to say that's from my own personal experience, I'm going to say it's great because I'm pretty sure that was the year of what was it again? SBCs were introduced. I'm almost certain SBCs were introduced that year anyway. I played a good Lash of Pro clubs with friends and it was very fun as well. As a game overall, I'd probably put it in fun because it kind of did start like a downward trend with I think Foot Champs was a year later. I think that might have been 18, but yeah, it did kind of start a downward spiral. So yeah, going on to FIFA 18, I'm gonna say it's fun. Foot Champs was a good addition in the game originally, but yeah, I just didn't like the fact that the game turned into this kind of toxic competitive kind of game or whatever. I used to play it kind of only at weekends, and then you'd never really be able to come up against teams that are really really high. I still got to Division 1 in the game, so it wasn't too bad. So yeah, it wasn't all that bad. It was a pretty good game to be fair for what it was, and it also had the World Cup game mode, so I have to give it at least fun. But yeah, now we have is that FIFA? That's FIFA 16. Okay, FIFA 16. I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna say fun as well. Just because that's probably a FIFA that I didn't play too much. It's kind of just there. It didn't add too much to the game, but yeah, it was still a very good game. Um, that was another year where I kind of started playing properly on the PS4, like a good bit. But yeah, going to FIFA 11. Oh, FIFA 11, that's a tough one. Now, I think FIFA 11 has to go in God tier because it's just an absolute amazing game. Ultimate Team that year was just the best. So that was the peak time of Ultimate Team in my opinion. Everyone was kind of grinding for those players, and it wasn't a case of like you had Ronaldo and stuff in your team. You genuinely had to grind, and like if you were lucky enough, if you were that 1% of people who got him without paying, then yeah, it was just great. So yeah, FIFA 11 was definitely one of the best games ever. My personal favorite is FIFA 13. I think that's just the best game ever, best soundtrack ever on a game. Ultimate Team was again so fun. Probably actually, I said the peak of Ultimate Team was here. It's probably actually here. FIFA 13 was at the absolute best. Um, yeah, I just loved it. I remember playing career mode as well back in the day, and yeah, that was so fun as well. Next, going to FIFA 10. I'm gonna give FIFA 10 fun just for me personally, even though it's probably great because I just didn't play it too much. I know that was probably the introduction properly of Ultimate Team. I'm pretty sure it started either 10 or 11. I think it was 10. But yeah, so because it's groundbreaking, I nearly put it in great. I don't know, but I'm gonna leave it in fun for now. Next we have FIFA 12. So FIFA 12, I'm gonna say that was um FIFA 12. FIFA 12 was actually a really good fucking year. Sorry, I was like a stupid attempt at me trying to curse, but yeah, um, yeah, FIFA 12 was amazing. Again, in between these 2 years, I don't think it was as good as 11 or 13, but yeah, FIFA 12 was kind of groundbreaking as well. I'm pretty sure that was one of the first games that came out for PS3 as well, as far as I can remember. I know probably 11 might have come out as well, but yeah, 12 was great. Then I go on to FIFA 14, and 14 is another one that's just like probably up there. I'm gonna put it here just because I think it went back a bit from FIFA 13. It didn't add too much to the game. It was kind of the same thing, and the gameplay was almost as good, but just not as good. So it goes in great. So then we have FIFA 15 and FIFA 19. So 19, I'm putting in here the Kepa. I think it's just the shittest FIFA that was ever made. I hate it so much. It actually made me like not want to buy FIFA anymore. Everything about it was rubbish. The foot champs was toxic. It was awful. SBCs were just recycled, so that wasn't fun anymore. Draft was okay. I guess, but like everything else was just useless about the game. Career mode had nothing to offer. Pro clubs was nothing, and yeah, 19 is just the worst game. And in FIFA 15, I'm gonna put in I'm gonna put in grade as well, just because like all these FIFAs here back in the day, I nearly dropped back FIFA 17 just for the fact that like I feel like it's not as good as these games, but I personally had a lot of fun on it. And if I think about it, from all these three games, I'm gonna put FIFA 18 back in May because 14 actually offered a World Cup game mode that was so fun. It was ridiculously fun. So actually, just because of that game mode, I'm gonna push FIFA 14 up, and I'm gonna put FIFA 12 back. Yeah, I think that's the one to do. Um, yeah, and then FIFA 20 as well. It would be hovering between these two, but I'm gonna put it in Kepa as well. I think it's a trash game, to be honest. Gameplay wise, I think it's probably I'd nearly say worse than ever. Only for the fact that I don't mind like not crossing or whatever. I kind of like properly playing without just running down the wing and whipping in the ball. But yeah, gameplay wise, 19 and 20 were absolutely awful. I think 19 was the kind of one that really made FIFA like really bad, and 20 just kind of solidified it. So I've kind of little hopes for 21, and that's kind of why I'm not playing FIFA at the moment on the channel. It's just not that fun of a game. It's only good in like September and October months. But yeah, so that's my opinion on the FIFA games. So if you want to leave your tier list or suggestions down in the comments, then yeah, let me know. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one.